Hello, viewers. Counting for the Lok Sabha polls 2024 are on. The exit polls had predicted in Maharashtra that NDA would win around 32 seats and the India bloc would win around 15 seats. But if current trends are anything to go by, it is the India bloc that is leading the NDA. Let's talk more about this. Joining me is my colleague Perneet, who follows Maharashtra politics very closely. Hi, Perneet. Um,
Hi.
what what went wrong for the NDA?
Okay, yeah, actually, there are two, three factors. I mean, first is this mandate clearly shows that the people have rejected the BJP's politics of engineering splits in regional forces and using them for, coming to power in different states by exploiting agencies like ED and IT, like in the case of Ajit Pawar. He was earlier accused by BJP of being involved in 70,000 crore irrigation scam, and it took just a few days to BJP to cause a split in the NCP and get Ajit Pawar in their government as the deputy CM. So the people did not like the BJP's brand of politics, and they clearly rejected it. And it is quite evident in the mandate that they have given, because the Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena and the NCP faction led by Sharad Pawar have performed much better than their breakaway factions. And even Sharad Pawar's party is leading on 8 out of 10 seats. That's almost a strike rate of 80%. Whereas BJP did not bother to give much political space to Ajit Pawar. They only offered him 5 seats, and out of that, his party is leading only on 1 seat. And he even went to the extent of fielding his wife against Supriya Sule in Baramati, family bastion of Baramati, where she ended up losing by over 1 lakh votes. So this is clear rejection of BJP's politics as well as their allies. So that's how we look at these Maharashtra results.
I would like to touch upon one other aspect, the Raj Thackeray factor.
Yeah,
The BJP alliance had approached Raj Thackeray, and Raj Thackeray pledged his full support for the BJP, but that
yeah.
does not seem to have the. Perhaps the expectation was that he would win the core Shiv Sena votes, but that doesn't seem to have happened as well. Was there really a chance for that to happen, or what happened with in that aspect? Like, did Raj Thackeray magic not work
I,
for?
I, I I think Raj Thackeray did not bring much political capital to the table for the BJP, because even his party is virtually facing oblivion in Maharashtra. They had no MLAs, no MPs, nothing doing. So he did not bring in much political capital to the BJP. And what happened was, it was a catch-22 situation for the BJP, whether to offer him a seat or not. Because in Mumbai, as you know, there are a lot of migrants and, people from Bihar working there, and his party is known for indulging in hooliganism against North Indians. So the BJP's move had antagonized those voters. So the BJP could not go whole hog for the alliance with Raj Thackeray. So it was basically a half-hearted attempt. So it did not materialize the way they wanted it to, and it also gave the people also gave a clear message that they see Raj Thackeray as the true inheritor of Bala Sahib's legacy, and not this Raj Thackeray.
Let us move on to the bigger picture from a national perspective. What does how important will the victory in Maharashtra be for the India bloc?
Definitely, it means a lot to India bloc, because, as you know, Maharashtra is the second most important state when it comes to Lok Sabha. It sends 48 MPs to the Lok Sabha. So victory in Maharashtra means a lot to India alliance, as it will bring along a lot many regional forces. to ally with them and bolster their prospects in the coming days, the coming elections.
Given that the assembly elections are coming as well later in the year, so from
Right.
that perspective, how what does this particular result mean? Because, like you said, it looks like people have rejected BJP's way of politics, and so do you think this is like a precursor uh, to what would happen in the assembly elections, or could it also be a case of like Karnataka where people voted for Congress, and but also BJP is also seeing numbers in Karnataka, where
Right.
usually you expect the ruling party to dominate. That hasn't happened. So
Right.
what do you think could happen in Maharashtra?
Yeah, I mean, as you say, as people say that a week is a long time in politics. You never know how politics turns out in over the next few months. But definitely, it has come as a boost for India Alliance ahead of Maharashtra Assembly elections, and at the same time, it must have set the alarm bells ringing for the BJP-led alliance in Maharashtra. They will have to get their act together. And but one thing is very clear that the India alliance will head to assembly polls with great confidence. While there might be some squabbling in the NDA camp because now that Ajit Pawar and Shinde factions haven't performed up to the mark, the BJP might want to part them with the political space. So this is let's see. I mean, how it turns out over the next 3 4 months ahead of the assembly elections. But definitely, it's a boost for India Alliance.
So could this election result perhaps, given that Ajit Pawar faction has not performed in this particular election, where do you think this could play a part? Could this actually play a part in Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar reuniting? Perhaps, like, would that be a possibility before the assembly elections? Let's say, given that you
I
said the BJP might think about the space that it is given to Ajit Pawar. So,
right.
how would you think in that aspect, like things would take shape in that perspective?
Though we can't rule out any possibility in politics, but as of now, we don't see any prospects of this happening anytime soon. And here I would like to touch upon a point which Sharad Pawar had mentioned just a few days back. He had said that after the elections, smaller regional forces will either merge with the Congress or draw closer towards it. So it was being seen by political analysts as a hint that Sharad Pawar is thinking to merge his NCP faction with the Congress after Lok Sabha polls. So this might turn out to be an interesting thing. And here we have to keep in mind that, Sharad Pawar is left with just a few legislators, just a handful of loyal leaders, and organizational structure, financial resources, as most of the sugar cooperatives are controlled by Ajit Pawar. So he may think on of aligning with the Congress. So that is a possibility, and this may well turn out to be a win-win deal for both the parties because there has been an exodus of big leaders from the Congress in the recent past. May it be Milind Deoda, may it be Ashok Chavan. So there's a political vacuum, leadership vacuum, I can say. I mean, the Congress doesn't have a leader, mass leader with a pan Maharashtra appeal. So the Sharad Pawar may well fit in that role, and both the parties may gain out of this arrangement.
Let us see how things pan out in Maharashtra. It will be a very interesting watch for sure. Thank you for your time, Perneet.
Yeah.